Silas Ward stared at the 7 women standing on the porch, each holding an identical photograph of his face. He had never seen any of them before in his life. Yet, they looked at him as if they had been expecting him for years. The oldest woman, with silver hair braided down her back, stepped forward and smiled like she was greeting an old friend. The younger ones whispered among themselves, pointing between him and the pictures in their hands. This made no sense. He had inherited this ranch from a grandfather he barely remembered. And the lawyer said it had been abandoned for decades. The woman with silver hair spoke first. "You're late, Silas. We thought you might not come at all." Her voice carried the weight of someone who had been waiting far too long for something promised. The other women nodded in agreement, their eyes never leaving his face. One of them, a woman with auburn hair and suspicious green eyes, held up her photograph and compared it directly to his features. The resemblance was unsettling in its precision. Silas dismounted his horse slowly, his mind racing to understand what he was seeing. The ranch house looked well maintained, not abandoned as he had been told. Smoke rose from the chimney, and clean laundry hung on lines stretched between posts. These women had been living here, caring for his property, waiting for him with photographs they should not possess. "Ma'am, I think there's been some kind of mistake. I just inherited this place. I don't know how you have those pictures, but I've never been here before." The silver-haired woman's smile faded slightly, replaced by something that looked like pity. "Oh, child, there's no mistake. Your grandfather told us you would say exactly that." She gestured to the other women who began moving closer, still clutching their photographs. "He said you wouldn't remember, wouldn't understand at first, but you will." Another woman, younger with dark hair and calloused hands, spoke up. "He promised us you would come when the time was right. He promised us you would take care of what he couldn't finish." Her voice carried an edge of desperation that made Silas take a step backward toward his horse. The photographs troubled him most. They were not old gerotypes or faded images. They were clear, detailed pictures of him as he looked right now, not as a child or younger man. Someone had given these women recent photographs of him. Someone who knew he would be coming here. Someone who had planned this entire encounter. The woman with auburn hair finally spoke, her voice sharp with suspicion. "You look exactly like the picture, but you could still be lying. How do we know you're really him?" She held up her photograph again, studying his face with the intensity of someone examining evidence. Anyone could claim to inherit a ranch. Anyone could ride up here with a story. Silas felt the weight of their collective gaze. The pressure of expectations he could not understand. 7 women, 7 identical fought.